Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to my review of tonight's Lucha Underground show. This is episode 23 called Family First, and it was an awesome show like always. Lucha Underground never disappoints. They're still in the Cuteo Cup tournament. This tonight is Group B, still the first round of that tournament. Last week it was Group A, still the first round. Had a lot of good matches tonight. But the show opened with Fenix, who is greeted by Melissa Santos, who is of course, the ring announcer for Lucha Underground. Fenix dedicates his success in the Cuteo Cup to her, and we see off in the distance we see Marty the Moth creeping up on her. He really likes her, so. It was a pretty good opening. And we got to the first match. It was Cage versus Vinnie Massaro. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. This was a good match. Really good back and forth between Cage and Vinnie. Cage coming off, after last week where we saw him murder that councilman. Just punched him and, just murdered him. We saw the councilman dead on the floor. Had, his blood all over the glove. But, yeah, so it was a good match. The crowd was behind both of them. You had, Massaro getting the temple behind him, the crowd. He hit a elbow to Cage. And then, Cage comes back, beats down Massaro in the corner. Cage lifts up Vinnie and hits a brainbuster driver to Vinnie to score the win. So Cage is now advancing into the next round of Group B. And then we saw after the match, Cage puts back on his glove and starts pounding away on Vinnie, busts him wide open. And then he choke slams Vinnie off of the apron. So it was a good match. Really good match between Cage and Vinnie. And then when the show came back from commercial, we saw a video feature which showed Mysterio and Mundo, Rey Mysterio and Johnny Mundo. Just them hyping up, their match for the Lucha Underground title at the Cuteo Cup final. But that's going to be a really awesome match. Can't wait to see it. Hope Mysterio becomes the Lucha Underground champion. Johnny Mundo, as good as a champion he is, as good as a wrestler and a champion he is, I think he should pass it on to. They should pass the title on to Rey Mysterio. I mean, they're both really good. And then after that, we had a second match. It was Marty the Moth Martinez versus Saltador. Good match. As usual, we see Marty standing behind Melissa while she introduces him. She's just weirded out as always. But the match was really good, really awesome. Back and forth between Marty and Saltador. We had, Saltador was part of the Rabbit Tribe. We see at one point in the match, Saltador was trying to get ramped up. He was trying to ramp his, ramp it up, and then Marty's just standing there laughing at him. And then all of a sudden, when Marty's still laughing at him, boom! Saltador hits kicks Marty and lays him out. But then later on, at the end of the match, Marty then, picks up the win, where we saw him hit a suplex into a gutbuster, which gave him the win. And then, Melissa sounded really disappointed that Marty won the match, as she announced that he was the winner. But it was a good match. Really like Marty the Moth. So now he advances in Group B of the tournament of the Cueto Cup. Then after that, we see Mascarita Sagrada shown backstage in the temple. He is working out in preparation for his match, which is the next match. We see Sagrada is approached by the Rabbit Tribe. They treat Sagrada like if he is their leader of their tribe. Mascarita blows them off and then just walks away. It was a pretty good backstage segment with Mascarita Sagrada. Then after that, we had Marty the Moth. We saw Marty the Moth inside his lair, and he has photos of Melissa all over his walls, which was like, oh, this guy, this guy's crazy for liking her. But we see him reach into his tights and he pulls out a picture of Melissa, and then he talks to the picture. It was funny though. And then he gets approached by his sister Mariposa, and she ends up telling him that his love for Melissa has made him very weak. And then she also ends up telling him that after she wins her first round match, she will advance to face him, and she will be forced to teach him a lesson. So it was a pretty funny segment with Marty the Moth. And then the next was Pindar versus Mascarita Sagrada. This was a good match. Just the size difference between both of these guys. Pindar is this tall guy, maybe like 5 foot guy. Mascarita Sagrada is like this little maybe like 4 inches guy, 4 foot guy. But this guy's really small though. But the match began with Pindar just flinging around Mascarita around the ring. Mascarita was battling back because the believers were behind him. The crowd was behind him, and we see Sagrada hitting a hurricanrana to Pindar outside of the ring, which was really awesome. Pindar actually hit a diamond cutter to Mascarita from his knees, and after that, Pindar takes control, and Cobra Moon's interfering because the ref wasn't looking. She ends up hitting Mascarita in the face, and then just Pindar just carries Mascarita around the ring. What was really funny was he actually spanked Mascarita like a child. And then, Cobra Moon comes into the ring. She goes after Mascarita, but, he takes her out. Then Sagrada hits a moonsault on Pindar, which was really cool. And then just Pindar just takes out Mascarita Sagrada with a power bomb for the victory. And so Pindar moves on, advances in the Group B of the Cueto Cup, which I knew Pindar was going to win the match. Mascarita, he's cool in the ring, he's good, but he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. So, but it was a good match. I really enjoyed it. So Pindar will face Cage in the next round. So that's gonna be a good match. Pindar and Cage. That's gonna be good. And then it was the main event, the last match in Group B of the first round match. It was Mariposa versus Fenix. Good match. Good main event. Entertaining. And you had Fenix dominating through the match, with Mariposa. You had Mariposa hitting a springboard bulldog on Fenix, which was cool. Fenix actually picks up Mariposa into a sunset flip power bomb, which was really awesome. Uh, the two, end up battling to the top rope, and they were exchanging like punches. Fenix ends up striking down Mariposa, and uh, Mariposa goes for a body block, but Fenix then just hits the Phoenix driver to win the match. So Fenix wins the match. He advances to the next round in Group B of the Cuteo Cup. Then after the match, you had Marty the Moth come out after the match to attack Fenix, and both him and Mariposa, they attempt to beat him down. They just beat him down, and so Fenix just comes up, takes both of them out. So it was a good match. It was a good main event. I really enjoyed it. It was very entertaining between Fenix and Mariposa. So now Fenix will take on Mario the Moth in the next round. So that's gonna be interesting to see. So, but all in all, it was an awesome show tonight, like always. The Cuteo Cup tournament continues next week. So it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be awesome next week. The Cuteo Cup tournament still going on. So we'll see what happens next week. Know it's going to be awesome. So yeah. So anyways, that's it for my review of tonight's Lucha Underground show. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, and until next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.